NSC Fan TV, I'm here with Claudio. Claudio, what did you see tonight?
I mean, a lot of things, Scott, to be honest with you. I mean, first of all, it was a great entertainment for the fans. I mean, this is what soccer is all about.
Yeah, I mean, and such a class team.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the main thing. I mean, it was just not anything.
Yeah, and then Club America was here.
Yeah, we're talking about we're talking about a team that has a record in Mexico, the most championships. A team that has the most championships in CONCACAF.
That's right.
Okay, so I mean,
and they're at the top, and they're at the top of Liga MX right now.
There's favors to win the whole thing again. Yeah. So that would be the 14th if they ever do it, which is not easy in Mexico. But you know, the fact of the matter is we saw a great game, open game. Nashville was up to par and everything. I mean, really, I was really happy about seeing Nashville really facing a team like this and say, hey, I mean, we're just as good as you are. Isn't that what you felt?
I felt that way. It was a little deflating to see the late goal. The late goal was the one part. I mean, that there were going to be goals tonight, we recognized that. But it was the late goal was the hard part. So what did you think about that?
Well, actually, that's what that came to mind when it happened, because I said, well, Nashville better not make a custom of doing that, because we already know that happened already once here on a late goal like that,
yes,
in extra time. So this is the second time it happens. I mean, if they're gonna win, please win the game in between the 90 minutes. Okay, not give up those kind of scores at the end of the still won the game with the penalty scores and stuff, but it could have been a 3-2 and go home.
So, question: what did you think about the Pens? We had to go to Pens. This is anyone who wears this badge knows about the Pens. Orlando.
Yep.
Philadelphia. Ooh. And so this is
painful,
our first painful friend.
Yes.
Painful friend. This is a short-lived franchise, 2 bad penalty losses. Tonight was a case where we had a penalty win.
Well, I tell you, maybe the one that I regret the most is the one in Orlando, for sure, because it would have been given
would have continued.
Final. Probably a final. Would
have all been here. Would have been all been here.
But you know, if you're gonna actually come back from penalty kicks and this is a team to do it against. America. So, you know, that's one thing that it makes people feel good. I've talked to several people after the game and they say they feel very motivated about what the team is. I was just asking a question to Randall Leal at the end of the press conference here in the mix. And yeah, I told him, you know, Nashville has been in the playoffs a couple of times already. We know that. And everybody's enjoyed and everybody's happy because it's a brand new team. But what makes, and I think they're going to make the playoffs again. I asked Randall, what makes this team different in terms of going further in the playoffs? Well, he said that he feels that everything is going to clock that way, and they're going to be the best they can do, and they're going to be as far as they can this year, even farther than they did before.
This is a team that's had some knocks, had some down times, and then righted the ship.
That's right. I even asked Jack Mayer there on the interview about what kind of milk he was drinking.
Very, very strong milk.
Well, you know, I said, well, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to keep drinking the same one. Well, I mean, and I said, well, wait, what's going on here? Because all of a sudden, a central defender has become a threat, scoring goals for Nashville. All of a sudden. He said, well, the answer really struck me as something like, he said, well, since Walker's not here, somebody else is going to do it.
Someone else has to do it, and so glad to see a next man up kind of ethic show up here for NSC. Closing thought, Claudio?
Well, I mean, my closing thought would be, here, what we saw tonight is what the team is capable of. You know, really for sure. I mean, I think this would have been a victory. It was supposed to be a victory in 90 minutes, really, if we wouldn't give up that goal at the end of the time. But what tells me is that Nashville is a team that looks to be that kind of a team that can go farther into the playoffs. And who knows? Who knows? I mean, why not? I mean, Gary's already been there and he won it all. Why wouldn't he win?
He took that Colorado squad, Pablo Mastroeni, all the way to the playoffs. That was a scrappy squad. This squad looks a little bit like that.
And you know, if you look at the playoffs last season, when we have a forbidden team that was going to win it all, went away in the first round, which it didn't. It happened.
Yeah.
So there's nothing written. There's nothing written about what Nashville or any other team can do.
That's right.
Philadelphia's flying. Still, they have to fight for the championship.
Exactly.
LAFC, we'll see them. We meet them at the end. They have to fight for the championship. So, I mean, Nashville is going to be there in the mix of things. Why not?
Why not? Why not us?
I wouldn't be surprised. Would you?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, they've done enough to in the last 3 years to deserve it. Anyways. So,
NSC Fan TV here with Claudio. Why not us?
hey, why not us? First championship in Nashville history. Sounds good, doesn't it?
It does.
Thank you so much. Man.
Hey, thank you, sir. All right. Hey, thanks for your time with us tonight. Hey, all right.